What's up, guys? It's me, Alan, and I am back with another video. Got another NASCAR Diecast review to do today, and continuing the theme of reviewing some older diecasts. This one came in the mail for me today. This is a pretty neat car. Glad to have it in the collection as well. This is from back in the Team Caliber days of them making NASCAR diecasts. You got the clamshell packaging, which I'll show in a minute. But this is a neat car, and I'll just go ahead and show it now. This is Kurt Busch's 2005 Sharpie, or number 97 Sharpie Ford. Obviously, again, you got the clamshell packaging and stuff, which makes it pretty good for resale. But you know, in terms of Kurt Busch, he's had a pretty interesting career, I would say. You know, you go back to the first year of the chase, he won. Obviously, we all know how that went. You know, with Kurt, you know, the having to come down pit road, tire literally just comes off as he's coming down pit road. He barely avoids the pit road wall. Tire goes out on the racetrack. Caution comes out. He goes on to win the damn championship. Holy crap! But and that happened during the finale race, no less. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get the diecast out. But you know, for Kurt and his career as a whole, he's had a pretty interesting career, like I said, and it's interesting to say the least for where it's gotten, and who knows how many more years he's going to continue to race. But you know, it seems like he's got a lot left in him. You know, and we'll see. Maybe he retires in a couple years, maybe not. Who knows? But the fact, you know, with him having that championship, that's pretty cool. So anyway, there's the diecast out of its box. Really nice car. Here's something you don't see every day is screws on the bottom. Obviously, you know, most diecasts don't have that, but some still do sometimes. If you look back at the PTC mold from 2018. What the heck is that? Oh, that's the Roush Racing logo right next to the headlight there. But yeah, really nice car, really nice paint scheme. Obviously, you know, he was pretty synonymous with the Sharpie sponsorship early in his career in terms of the Cup Series. And he's had an up and down career, not up and down, you know, story when it comes to NASCAR as a whole. Obviously, you know, again, he won the championship in 2004, but he's had some controversial moments in his career. Obviously, you know, I reviewed a Jimmy Spencer diecast before this one, and pretty funny that I reviewed the Kurt one right after the Jimmy Spencer one, because we all know the story there. You know, the incidents between Kurt and Jimmy. Obviously, Kurt moved Jimmy out of the way at Bristol. I believe that was to actually win. That was actually the race that he got his first win at for Kurt. So he moves Jimmy Spencer out of the way, goes on to win that race, and then we all know what happened later on. Goes to Indy. Spencer wrecks Kurt, and then Kurt, you know, literally walking down the track, he just, you know, pumps his hands in his chest as Jimmy goes by, and then we all know the comments afterward. You know, that whole saga was something. But Kurt has really matured over the years. He's a lot different now than he was back in the day. I would say, obviously, both him and Kyle, you know, Kyle being his brother, have come a long way. I think Kyle still sort of, kind of, you know, dons the black hat, you know, per se. You know, which is something I think NASCAR needs. That, you know, they need that. You know, everybody needs that guy to root against. Some would say it's Joey Logano, and I think there's a valid argument there. But I think really it's Kyle Busch. You know, and whatnot. That's something that's been pretty synonymous with him, but don't get it twisted. Kyle Busch is a really awesome guy, you know, off the track and stuff. You know, if you kind of have to separate Kyle Busch, the driver, with Kyle Busch, the person, because on the track, Kyle can be an ass. You know, we've all seen that. I mean, hell, Brad Keselowski literally made that comment. You know, Kyle Busch is an ass in driver intros, you know, some years back. But off the track, Kyle's, you know, he's an awesome guy. He's an awesome father. You know, we've seen, you know, him with his son Braxton, you know, Braxton wanting to get into NASCAR and stuff, and which is awesome to see, by the way, and things like that. Kurt, he's had the more, I mentioned it before, but his career has been really up and down over the years. Obviously, again, the high would be the championship in 04, but off the track, things have happened. He's been suspended before. He's had to be on probation before. He's had, issues with like his girlfriend or ex-wife or something like that. That, it came out later that it was her, not him. Things like that. Obviously, with a lot of this off-track stuff and stuff that he did, stuff that wasn't necessarily in his control, but he was, looked at as being involved in. You look at how he left Roush, and then again with Penske, but at the end of the day, he had to build himself back up multiple times. Obviously, we know his time with Phoenix Racing in the 51 car, which, hey, we got to see him drive that that Talladega Nights tribute car at freaking Talladega that one time during his Phoenix Racing days. So, there's something good there. And then, of course, we all know where he is now with, he went over to Stewart-Haas with the 41, and now he's with Chip Ganassi in the 1. And last year, seeing Kurt win the playoff race last year at Vegas, that was something special. I remember being in OBB's group chat, and one of the guys in there is a huge Kurt fan. And it's like, I think a lot of us picked Kurt to not make it past the first round. And he ended up going all the way to the round of 8, if I remember correctly, which is pretty cool to see. And it just shows that Kurt's still got a lot left in him. I think realistically, he's probably going to be racing for a few more. He probably will be racing competitively or semi-competitively for a few more years. I think you look at Ganassi and whatnot, the way things are going. He'll probably. I think his current deal expires after this upcoming season, and then after that, we don't know what's going to happen. But either way, I think Kurt is content with his career. Would I say that he's a Hall of Famer? Maybe not first ballot, but I think somewhere down the line, he could get in. And I say that because he's fought through a lot of adversity in his career. Again, we've watched Kurt mature before our eyes. From his days as a younger guy, in the early years of his career, he was brash and cocky, a lot like his brother. And, or I guess you could say Kyle kind of took after him in that respect. But, he's had to mature a lot. He's had to go through a lot of things. He's lost rides that he was doing really good in, but off-track stuff happened that, that negated him. And he's found himself where he is now. And I personally believe, again, he may not be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I feel like he could get in at some point. He's got a decent amount of wins. He won that 04 championship. He's still competitive these days. And for everything that Kurt's been through, everything that he's fought through and fought back from, I think one day maybe he should be in the Hall of Fame. He should at least be considered for it. That's just my thought. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, please drop a like, subscribe for more content like this. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.